What smells so good?
Who? What? Matricaria resuscita.
Matri what?
Good God. Chamomile, cretin. Just so you know, I won't prepare anything for your friends.
What are you talking about?
Hypocrite. Wait, you really don't know? Forget what I said. Now, where was I? What did you want?
I wanted to know if you needed help.
Yes. Old Nurgle is so weak, he always needs help. I bet one of my brothers put you up to this. I know what brought you here. You want to have the prism I borrowed from Ilvar. But I'd rather let my cauldron explode before I give it to you.
So you're the alchemist?
A little louder, please. I'm a bit hard of hearing.
I asked if you're the alchemist.
Of course I am. I mean crystals. Pff, the real magic is in plants.
I don't have enough. What are you working on right now?
You should know that we have multiple climate zones here on Tyrannus.
And?
Don't interrupt. As I was saying, due to the climatic conditions, a special herb grows here that I've named the Tyrannus herb. Just imagining what powers could lie hidden in this herb makes my heart flutter. However, they are scarce. If only I had 5 specimens, I could continue with my studies.
Doesn't it get boring down here?
Boring? Au contraire. The great art of alchemy is never boring. The study of magical ingredients requires time, and don't you forget it.
All right, I understand. Why don't you send someone to get you the herbs?
I did, but those damn gnomes keep bringing me the wrong herbs. Just recently, one of them brought me a common Calluna vulgaris. I ask you, what am I supposed to do with a Calluna vulgaris? Ah!
Watch your blood pressure. Where does the Tyrannus herb grow?
Look around in the center of the island. There is a river fed by a waterfall. You should be able to find it there. Let nature be your signpost.
I'll get your Tyrannus herb for you.
Excellent. Make sure you don't use too much force pulling it out of the soil. You'll receive one of my elixirs as a token of my gratitude.
About the prism. What exactly can this prism do?
Well, have the ignorants ever had a good eye for plants?
Yes.
Rhetorical questions need no answers. Anyway, this prism grants the user a special insight into the world of plants. Not that I would need it, but I'm entitled to have it.
Give me the prism.
That's the limit. Getting a deaf man to hand over his possessions? I should ban you from entering my lab.
Why don't I buy it from you?
Keep your miserable gold. You can buy a tankard of beer, but you can't buy me.
If you give it to me, I will be indebted to you.
Very well. You've convinced me. I'll keep it.
What the...
Now get back to your day job.
Shit, that didn't work. You won. Just keep it.
At last, you're seeing reason. It's already bad enough that little Hiwi is always playing with the prism. I could really do without you fiddling with it right now.
Ooh, that's what he does.
Yes, if only that was it. You know the way out.
Me takatini planta, grana planta.
What are you doing?
Pronto planta, maro planta, wico planta.
Alright, let's drop the subject.
Homie want taki nergos gemo?
Yeah. How do you know?
Mata nergo blah blah. Mika hapo. Tredo gemo, homie kipi hapa.
Slow down. You want something to eat, and then you'll get me the prism.
Yip yip.
What exactly do you want to eat?
Gnu hapa roa fishy.
Raw fish? I'm glad it's not my stomach. Here, this should be enough.
Yum yum. Tantan homie. Looky, gnu kipi gemo.
Thanks, little fella. You could have given me that thing from the start, though.
What?
Forget it. Enjoy it. Have you got any work for me?
I assume you're not offering to restructure our filing system, are you?
No.
Good. Gnomes could do it better than you anyway. But there's one thing you could do for me. The intensive study of magic often makes me hungry, and my palate demands delicacies from across the southern seas. If you find any specialities on your journeys, I'd be prepared to buy them from you.
What do you want with the mages?
It's obvious that you haven't been amongst our ranks for long. I take care of many things that the average soul could never comprehend. It is down to me, and me alone, to make sure our crystal gloves exceed all expectations. Thanks to the gloves, each guardian is able to focus the magic that we mages wield intuitively.
I want to learn how to use the crystal glove.
If you are looking for crystals, you should see Master Maurizio if you haven't spoken to him yet.
What do you have to offer?
Have a look around.
And as for your delicacies... would you like something special on your plate?
What kind of question is that? A gourmet like me always eats the most exquisite food. An exquisite cheese, a delicious ham, or some dainty mussels. That is how I prefer to dine. Top it off with an aromatic wine.
Any idea where I might find your specialities?
I heard that the demon hunters on Calidor serve a delicious ham. I also know of a pirate who's a master of brewing. I believe his name is Bruce. As for the mussels, you'd best look on Antigua. And the cheese. Well, Zacharias, head of our order, had a unique one delivered recently.
I'll see what I can find.
Excellent. But don't even think of serving me something common. I don't want to be sick.
Training with the sword was his passion until the end of his days. The magic sheath of his sword was completely worn out. Presumably, he was buried with it in his grave on Keela. I see. It belonged to the leader of the expedition that discovered the Fountain of Youth. But he died before he could imbibe the deadly water himself. The vial is said to be buried on Takarigua. I see.
No, no!
Huh?
Oh, you not magic man. Busy see right away.
Impressive. You're clever.
Yep, busy bring delivery dinghy.
Not always right sorted, but with time I get better. Without help of Gnu, big chaos.
Do the mages treat you well?
If busy sped at helpo, magic men smiler.
I understand. The mages are happy with you if you work hard.
Yep, that's why work lots, no blah blah. Master Lumbrock always say, speech is silver, violence is gold.
Its speech is silver, silence is gold.
Homie, sure?
Very sure. Too difficult. intricate lock.
Hey, wait! Aren't you? Forget it.
Out with it.
You're the guy they are all talking about around here, aren't you?
Are they?
Yes. They say you have what it takes. So you know all about the gnomes, don't you?
Here, a prism stone from Master Ilvar.
Well, you made a name for yourself with them. I always get my orders from the General, never from the mages directly. Not bad for a newcomer. Got a tip for a friend on how you manage that?
Just talk to Magnus about your promotion.
He doesn't have time to think about stuff like that.
That's why now is the perfect time. If he realizes you're not going to take no for an answer, he'll give in, so he can carry on with his work.
You might be right. I think I'll give it a go. Thanks. Here, a small gift between friends. Right. Let's have it.
Here. You're in charge of the gnomes.
If only it was just the gnomes. There's also my wife, Paula. She keeps annoying me with unimportant things. Clean the house. Do something about the vermin. There are rats everywhere. Don't dirty the floor. Take off your shoes.
I understand.
As if I didn't have enough problems of my own.
Women.
Precisely.
Gnomes sure do keep you on your toes.
Yeah, they all look the same. I still have to find 3 of them. I got a list from Magnus. I don't have time for those little shits.
What's it like working for the mages?
They really know how to get things done. My wife and I made a point of moving to Tyrannus. We're doing well here. At least, we've got our own peace and quiet. But if the mages turn that reactor on, we'll be scared stiff.
Tell me more about the reactor.
I think it's worrying. Sure, the mages know what they're doing, but between you and me, if that thing blows up, we've had it.
Do you have a reason for your concern?
Well, even mages are human, and humans make mistakes. One mistake in their calculations and boom!
I'll take care of the gnomes.
You would try to find it for me?
Yeah.
Good. Here's Magnus's list. It's about the gnomes Dakil, Faris, and Gadi. I've scribbled a few notes on it.
About the gnomes. I found Dakil. He's here, in the mine.
Good to know. Here's your reward.
Where should I look for the gnomes?
According to my information, they should be here in the camp somewhere. One should be at the harbor, and another is working out in the mines.
Got it. I found Faris. He's in the good mine.
Excellent. Here's your reward.
I found Gadi. He's working for the warehouse master, Rummel, down at the harbor.
I'm glad to hear that.
I've reported all gnomes to you.
Excellent. Then I can file that list. Take this. You really earned it.
going to make a What a waste of prime sacrificial meat!
What is it? Is there a problem?
No. Why should there be a problem?
Because everyone who talks to me comes with a sack full of problems. And I solve problems. Those who control magic have nothing to fear.
You seem confident.
You bet. Just look what the mages have done here on Tyrannus. We don't care if the gods have abandoned the world. We don't need them anymore. The more crystals our minds produce, the greater our power.
Tell me something about the crystals and the mines.
I've no idea why the crystals are so powerful. But I do know they burn a nice hole in our enemies. And that's precisely why it's so important to mine them.
Right. How many crystals have you got with you?
Me? Oh, it's not worth mentioning. A handful, and that's it. This stuff is needed elsewhere more urgently.
Then you certainly won't mind handing over a few.
But not all of them. Here.
How about a round of knife throwing?
Sure thing, but I don't compete against any buffoon. I'll enter into a knife duel with you just as soon as you bring the necessary gold. But remember, I don't have time for these games when I'm not by the wheel.
Here. With this prism, you'll be able to see approaching shadows sooner.
Ha! This almost makes it too easy for us. But seriously, now you know how important the mage's work here is. If my predecessor had had the pleasure of owning this artifact, he would still be alive today. Now we can mine crystals on a regular basis again. We'll get a share.